What sort of niche of editing makes the most amount of money?
I think it's just knowing the right people that pays the most.
It's video editing still a high income skill in 2026?
So things like these will just get replaced very easily, very easily. That's 100%. Only wisdom is in knowing that you know nothing. That's Socrates.
What's the biggest misconception that most beginner video editors have when they start freelancing?
I also had that they'll make a lot of money just like that. It won't happen. Video editing, I think it's a very tricky field right now. Even I don't feel very safe because of what I have seen AI do, the latest models. AI has already replaced you, you just don't know the tools.
This is the second podcast of our video editing series. Today I have a very special guest on my channel. We have Aasil Khan, one of the India's most influential video editing educators with over 178,000 subscribers on YouTube, millions of views, and also an 8-figure Fiverr video editing agency. From editing small 300 rupees gigs in college to handling 20,000, 40,000 client projects, scaling an agency that generates over 1 crore a year, and building a very loyal YouTube audience. Aasil has done what every young editor dreams for, turning simple editing into real, consistent and recurring income. He's going to break down how he scaled his freelancing career into an 8-figure editing agency, the hard truth about Fiverr and Upwork, what editors should actually focus in 2026, and whether video editing is a solid career choice for someone who's 20 in India today. Very welcome to my podcast.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Let's start with your journey. Like, where did all of this begin?
Just like anyone, I was aiming for JEE mains after school, but I was not as bright. So then I did BSc in multimedia and animation from VIT Vellore. And second year, COVID started. So I was back home and I started learning graphic design, video editing. I knew the bits from the college, but then there was a lot of time, right? So I took courses on Udemy about graphic design. I took all the softwares from start, Photoshop, Illustrator, then Premiere Pro and After Effects. Yeah. And I created a portfolio and created my Fiverr profile and also Upwork profile. And then I expected to blow up. Like I'll make a lot of money. This is my time. But nothing happened for a few months. And I tried Upwork first. It didn't work. Fiverr, luckily after 2 months of making the profile, one client reached out. I delivered the work. And since then that Fiverr profile has been generating a lot of revenue. So it's been around 5 years now on Fiverr. So I was freelancing for the first couple of years. Then I moved out of my hometown in Madhya Pradesh, moved to Hyderabad for exposure. And here I scaled my team to around 10 editors right now. In the meantime, I started, my YouTube channel, created digital products and rest
is history. And if you love this kind of stuff, we are building something special. A community of AI-ready editors and creators. Mastering these tools together, we are already 10,000 members strong, sharing workflows, breakdowns, and the kind of insider tricks every editor will need to know in 2026. You can scan the QR code on the screen right now to join. It's completely free, but not for very long. You started video editing without formal training, right? If I met the 17-year-old Aasil today, and told him that he would have over 150k subscribers on YouTube and an 8-figure agency today, what would he say?
That you're out of your mind. So even when I started YouTube, and I remember I had around 10,000 subscribers, I wrote in my journal, that my lifetime goal is to have 1 lakh subscribers. And I think I would think I made it. But yeah, so I got there in 1.5 years. So that was very crazy. And same with video editing, it was never meant to be. I would have taken a drop after school and nothing would have happened. But yeah, so it's all very crazy. And day to day also, I'm living the dream of every editor, I think.
Yeah. Reaching at this scale, I think, is the dream of every editor, because everyone starts with those very low paying gigs that does pay the bare minimum for your probably college expenses.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, so when you made your first 300 or 500 rupees on Fiverr, do you really think that editing on Fiverr on a platform would be can be a serious career choice?
Not when I started. So I remember first month I made around $20. which where I come from is a lot of money. 2,000 rupees is like a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where to spend
Especially
it.
in college. I
Yeah,
mean, 2000,
especially I was in college. I
Yeah.
was living at home, so there were no expenses. And I made around $20 first month, and then it started to grow exponentially every single month. And then I reached to a point where I was making around 2 lakh rupees per month just working alone. So that was really good income. So I didn't know you could, use your skills or use whatever you're good at and make money from it. So that was very crazy for me.
Yeah. I think every editor in India aspires to be in that, like the gold zone, right? I think that sweet figure is like 2 lakh a month as an editor,
Yeah.
as a standalone editor, right? Because at that scale, you are earning as much as probably a developer would earn, right?
Correct.
That's a very gruesome path, right? You have to get into a really good college, then fight for placements, and then get in good, job, and then sort of start making that sort of figure. So, what are your thoughts on that? Like, video editing as a career to reach that golden point versus like a tech job, which is more easier to reach, and what should one aspire for?
I mean, nothing is easy for sure. So at the outside, when someone sees the result, it all looks really good, right?
Yeah.
But people don't see. When I was in college, I was doing 2 internships at the same time, and one of them was like a monthly pay of 6,000 rupees, where I had to put around 30 hours of work. So a lot of repetition happened. A lot of things I learned during that internship. Right now, you'll see not a lot of people are up to do work and free or do internship, do the hard work. Right? They all want results directly. But that doesn't happen. So I remember the first 2 years, I used to work 10-12 hours every single day. It went to even 16 hours. Like I would get up at 5 and like work till like 11-12 in the night without any breaks. I'll have my food on the table. And this was all during, so my entire family was like, you work too much, because I was working from home. So that part was there, and then after that I learned delegation and everything, that I am able to enjoy the fruits, But at the starting, you have to work hard.
But also, do you think like COVID was the sweetest time to be specifically you being in your home, so you have literally no expenses, but you also kind of don't have that sort of college, lot of workload in college, so you can probably learn a skill, get very good at what you do and like scale that to a proper business. Was that a very golden time? Is that something that's not achievable today?
I don't think so, but I think I utilized that time well. A lot of people also had the same amount of time, right?
Yeah.
Everyone had that free time. Not everyone used it.
Right.
So that is there. But I think if someone today also works really hard, develops the skills, even today they can make a lot of money. You just need to know what to do and how to do it.
Right. Also, do you think that today's Gen Z editors who are just starting out, they are kind of entitled, like they don't want to put so much of effort into work, they want money upfront? Do you think that's a bad thing or a good thing?
So for example, we were discussing before the podcast that I did a video editing challenge. And I post tutorials of my client projects, right? And I'll 100% get some comments saying, I can do better than this.
I get the same.
I can do better than this. This is nothing. So I was like, I'll test the market to see, like, figure out what is up. So I did a video editing challenge where a beginner, one of my friend, I made him edit the video and I edited same file, same clips, everything.
Right.
We created something in 2-3 hours. And the beginner is like, he just knows a little bit of Premiere Pro. We gave the same files to the audience. We got around 300 submissions. We are not able to pick the top 3. Like, they were not even better than what I created in like few hours, and we gave them like 15-20 days.
Oh.
So that's the current market. There's a lot of knowledge gap between what people think I can create, what is really good. And I keep saying this, a lot of people send me their freelance profile, their editing portfolios. And I ask them, would you like go on freelance platform? If you see your profile, would you be open to spend 5,000 rupees on this? And the answer is always no. Like, then why would someone else work with you?
That's very interesting, because I also ran a sort of a challenge in our community, and as you said, it was so hard to pick the top 3 because all of them were like really bad. And even when they had the reference video, like it was of a base project that I did on my YouTube channel, that worked really well. But even then, what I did and what the top the first winner did was like way different, right? Yeah.
That's what talking is very easy. Like, and also apart from that, having an idea in your head and thinking, seeing a video and thinking like maybe I can create this, I can create something better. But translating that technical tools from what you have to do in Premiere Pro to bring your idea to life. Not a lot of people can do that. A lot of people know the tools, but they can't translate that into something creative.
I think you're right. Like, I see a lot of comments even on my video. They're like, yeah, I can do this for like half the time, half the budget, right? But I feel a lot of things look like the best designs are invisible, I feel, right? As a designer, only the bad work is like visible, right? So in hindsight, when you're playing at the top level, I think a lot of things look so simple, but even the amount of experience you have to be to create something that looks slick and simple at the same time is very underrated, right? So what thoughts on that?
So yeah, a lot of people are very surprised with how I charge like 30,000 40,000 rupees for edits like this. But it's not just the time that we are spending on the project at that moment, but it's like the cumulative time of like 5 years of experience that we have, the thousands of reviews that we have on the profile, due to which the client trusts us. Is based on that. It's not just that edit which pays so well. That's something not a lot of people understand.
So in platforms like this, how do you like position yourself? For example, if someone is ready to pay you like 40,000 30,000 for a project, what are they getting from you over someone who's charging like 5,000 10,000? What's the delta there, right?
So for example, let's say you are selling something at 5,000 rupees, and I'm selling the same thing at 40,000 rupees. But you have around 10 reviews, I have around 1,000 reviews. So that social proof builds in. Like, I have performed the same task so many times that if you're someone who wants someone who's credible, you want someone who can deliver, you'll prefer me. So that's one thing, the more time you spend on this platform, the better clients you'll get. In general, everyone is kind of delivering the same output on freelance platforms right now. Right? So there's like nothing that crazy happening. I don't know anything like that. A lot of good editors don't know, but it's just about positioning yourself. And also which audience you work with, right? If you work with domestic clients, not a lot of people will be happy to pay more than 10,000 rupees for a video.
Absolutely.
But if you do the same with Europe, or let's say Europe or US, any of these, they'll be very happy to pay even more.
Okay, for someone who doesn't know you, like it's new, you are new to them, what does your average business day look like?
So right now I spend around 3-4 hours agency work doing operational management work. So I don't have a manager right now. So I get up, I'll check the Fiverr inbox, I'll see if we have new client requests, queries, revisions, clear all that, assign work to my team for the day. And rest of the day is spent on developing digital products and YouTube personal brand.
Wow. So this question, right? Does that question ever cross your mind that, okay, like I am not editing the videos, it's my team who's editing the video, but the client thinks it's me editing the video. So does that question cross your mind that what if your editor just reaches out the client directly and just gets more cut out of it? What's the philosophy of this? Because I think a lot of editors have that sort of question on their mind ki, I mean, why would I work at an agency? Why can't I just do it? But it's actually, I know, it's very different game, right? It's just not about doing the thing. I want to know your opinion on that.
So initially that was my, that's what I was thinking. Maybe, they'll reach out to the client directly and things like that. But now once I have built the team, I know not everyone is like that. And once you build a credible team, or if you have better relationships with the client. So this happened. One of the editors reached out to my client and my client got back to me saying ki this guy from your team reached out. So it's just about what kind of relationships you have with your client also. Right? Because they prefer that I manage the whole thing. A lot of my clients know that I don't edit the videos for them right now. Even if the team is working, that's completely fine.
Like for example, I have done freelancing and now I used to do a lot of freelancing before. Now, if even I have to, if I want to pay some agency to do my Instagram, complete Instagram managed by them. I don't absolutely care if the POC is doing it or the team is doing it.
Correct.
So at the end of the day, I just care of the results, right?
Yeah.
If it's done right, if it's done really well, if it's performing, and if it's delivered of time, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the mindset that people need to adopt. And how do you like protect your team from trying to get, trying to reach out to your clients directly? Like, is there a way, or like, is there certain systems you have built in place so that doesn't happen? Or like, yeah, so what's the thing?
So that's a very scarcity mindset. Like when you're thinking that you don't have enough clients, you'll kind of like fight, or you'll have that thought. We have created a system where we know, regardless of what happens, tomorrow we'll have 10 new leads.
Right.
So when that kind of system is there, even if a editor takes it, we don't mind. But that never happens.
Right.
And since majority of the work is from Fiverr, no one can reach out to the clients. And our agency clients who are in the communication channels, they inform me if someone tries to do that, something like that.
Okay.
So it's mostly about what kind of relationships you have with your client and with your team.
Right. Okay. Was there a point in your family when your parents thought that this can't be a proper career, and they thought, okay, he's just fooling around?
They did not understand initially what I was doing. That was for sure. But once they saw that I'm generating enough income, they were very happy to let me do my thing. And I think that's the case with majority of the people. A lot of people reach out to me and they are like, our parents are not ready. They don't understand this career path. They want us to take the traditional path, become a doctor, engineer, right? But once you show them the result, they just care about you, right? Once you like show them that there's a real career here, you'll be stable, you'll be able to build a business out of it, then they'll be happy to support.
Yeah, I think even one story that I can share probably with the audience is, I was at my home, okay? So my notifications were on.
Yeah.
Probably a payment came in. And it was so big. They thought that's my salary, right? My mom said, okay, to salary do I'm like, salary? Abhi to time hi nahi hua hai. I'm like, oh, that is just a video gig. I'm like, acha, month ka? No, just one. She's like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, tell me how much money you're making. I'm like, nah, your parents should never know how much you're actually making. But yeah, I think I think that's the proof. I think you need to prove yourself first.
Yeah, that you're stable enough. You're doing good for yourself, then it will be all okay.
Right. Have you ever thought of like doing a job?
Not after the internship I talked about. I was like, I'm never working for someone else after that.
Okay. Because it's very different, because I started doing job first out of college. I had an agency back then. It was very small scale. We probably capped at like 1.5 lakh a month back then. But it was like back in like 2022 or 3. But I chose a job because my job ka package bahut zyada tha.
Yeah.
And I thought I need to get some exposure, and then let's see if this is a thing for me or not. I think everyone has a different sort of...
That's a good part to take. I won't suggest anyone to directly go freelance or run a business. Because when I did the internship, I worked under someone. I knew how to send emails. Like people don't know. No one knew. Even I didn't know what to do. Like I didn't know what CC was in an email, right? Like so once you work in a startup or a small business, you know how things work. And then maybe you can start your own thing.
Especially in this career of video editing, would you prefer someone to work to get experience for free?
Yeah, I was 100%. When I was starting, I created free samples for my family. Like I'll just create a reel for you, this is something I've learned. So things like that, 100% you should take it. The more reps you put in, the better you will create. Let's say you just get a project and you have no clue how to, even submit a file. Like what will you write when you are delivering the project? So even things like that, you'll learn only when you'll do enough repetition. You'll create enough projects, different styles of projects. Only then you would know this. Yeah.
Okay. Then most interesting question that everyone waits for, give me a year on your career growth. When you were earning 0 rupees a month, 10,000 rupees a month, 1 lakh a month, and now finally generating over 10 lakh a month, right? Bonkers. Yeah. So give me a rough timeline of how things moved and what actually changed between those things so you could go to the next big move of your life, right?
So 2020, I just started mid-year. I made around $10, $20. That's how it moved. And it got up to like December, May by 2020. It was around 40,000-50,000 rupees. Next year, I was still working from home. I scaled it up to 2 lakhs. Like business was up and down, right? In freelancing. So it was around 1.5 lakhs. On a good month, it would be 2. And that complete year, 2021, I worked alone.
Okay.
2020 starting, I started to think about building a team. So I hired and trained a couple of junior editors. I was too scared to delegate at that time, thinking I don't know if they'll be able to deliver. So I was training a lot of people, doing some work with the team. And that time we were hitting around 2.5 lakhs per month. And I hired like a couple of junior editors, trained them like on internship basis to see how they're doing. And then we started scaling to like 4-ish. But then of course you have to take out the salaries from that, right? So the profit was coming around 3-ish. Then
so at that time, were you like paying salaries or were you like paying per contract, per gig?
Per contract in the starting, and then move to salaries later. Once they are, I know they are like dependable enough, right? Then the growth was stuck. No matter how much I work or the remaining team works, we were bringing the same revenue mostly. So then I moved out of the town. I moved to Hyderabad. This is 2020 between 2022.
2022. Okay.
Yeah. And then after moving here, I met a lot of people here for exposure. I saw how they run their own startups. I work out of co-working space, right? I took a desk here to socialize with different people. And here I started building my agency more. So I got my agency website up along with Fiverr to like diversify a little. And then the revenue started to move up to around 5-6 on good months.
Yeah.
Then after in 2023 August, I scaled to around 6-7 people. And I decided that everything is moving in content creation direction. So I need to
start
do
content
something.
creation.
Yeah. And I was not a good orator at all. Like even now I stutter a lot, right? So yeah, that was like a really big difficult step for me. And then eventually that started. First 6 months I got around 10,000 subscribers, and the next first 10 months just 10,000,
quite fast.
And no, the next 7-8 months I got around 80,000 something.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then I started creating the Udemy course about Fiverr.
Yeah.
And content creation was going, the Fiverr thing was going, we got some agency clients, and revenue started to touch around 7-8 lakhs. And now this year, so I was investing a lot of money back in YouTube and different business pillars, right?
Yeah.
So now we are reaching a point where I'm maintaining around 40-50% profit margins on good months. And there is YouTube has scaled well. Then there's my Fiverr course. I do consultations, so multiple streams of business. Right. Ideally, that's what I thought a couple of years back when I moved. But I think moving cities was one of the things which had to happen. I don't think I would have had same growth if I stayed in the same city.
So can you just summarize like a year-on-year sort of a thing that would clarify things out, like from 2020, 2021, 2023 first?
I don't know the exact numbers. I guess 2020, I remember I made 2.5 lakhs total last 6 months. Then it jumped to around 30-40 lakhs next year. And then it jumped to around 60 lakhs in 2023, if I'm right. 2024 was just this. These are just Fiverr alone numbers.
Right.
2024, we crossed 1 crore.
That's when your content also started, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this year we have already crossed 1 crore. Like,
no, that's balls. Yeah. Okay, two questions. How much would you give a percentage to of your success to like pin code, right? You moved out of your home. I think a lot of agency owners just stay in a place and just don't socialize. Like they hit a cap definitely. Now moving to a tier 1 city, how much of that would you contribute to your success?
I think a lot. I think I would have been freelancing if I didn't move. I would not have started my YouTube or anything else apart from that. I would have been just freelancing alone. So a lot of it. And apart from that, I do attribute a lot to reading. So in 2023, I started reading a lot. Like this year, I didn't read much, which is like, I'm very pissed about that. But yeah, 2023 and 2024, I read like a lot of books. It was like part of my routine. And I think that opened a lot of, new ways, different pattern of thinking about growth. And knowing what is what, I made like a base principle of, what I think is right, what is not. Like I didn't know any of this. So I think just two things that I attribute a lot of my growth would be reading books and moving out of the city.
Now, since you attributed like moving out of the city as a big pillar that shifted you from probably like getting like 10 lakh a year to like probably like a crore, right? Do you plan to even move further like ahead, like maybe move to like Dubai or like SF, San Francisco, something like that?
Yeah, it's part of the plan. I think whenever I get like too comfortable, I wanna just move. Yeah. Whenever life gets like too comfortable, it's time to move.
So true. As you said, like talking to like, talking to other founders and agency owners in the office space really helped you how to scale. Like, what are those couple of lessons that really changed your perception of this entire industry and that made you, where you are?
So a lot of minor things because I spend day to day with them, right? But I can point out few things. So since I started content creation, one of the Upwork agency founder reached out. He just wanted to, talk after seeing my content. And I jumped on a call and I asked him, how do you handle, these many projects? I'm struggling. I don't have a management tool and all. And he was like, there's Trello. You should try Trello. Things like that. So all these things I have picked up from people I know. Like just asking, what should I do? How a contract works? What if someone wants to leave? How do I have a contract in place so that I am safe if I'm working outside of Fiverr? So all this I didn't know. And that time ChatGPT was not there 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like abhi to we can ask everything.
Generations, right? Our older generations can process that we grew up. Also fought such a competitive industry in India without ChatGPT. Like people can't process this. Anyway. Also, the question was, how much of your present success will contribute to you building a personal brand or like playing the content game?
Oh, it has completely changed how we like get clients now. So previously it was a little hard to convince client because on Fiverr a lot of different editors, a lot of them are top rated, a lot of them have 10,000 reviews. I have like 1,000, right? So what's the thing that
differentiates you?
Correct. So now let's say on my YouTube gig, we have the YouTube play button, and then we have a video of me talking about retention, growth, and things like that. And mostly clients are either looking to go viral or make their brand grow, or something so that you can make them make sales, right? One of those. So a personal brand is like, I have done it, I can help you do it too.
Wow, actually that's massive, I think, because if you can hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube long form, which is the hardest, your perception of how content and attention works changes completely. It's a very different game. And I think when you have positioned yourself as a expert in editing, retention sort of videos for clients, I think that's brilliant positioning because you have proof, right? On YouTube. I think so. Most of your clients are in this sort of space, like YouTube long form editing.
A lot of them, but not everyone. We do majority of the work. We do our ads, Facebook ads, commercials, promo videos, explainer videos, corporate videos, right? But also social media brands.
So, what sort of niche of editing makes the most amount of money?
I think it's just knowing the right people that pays the most. So if you know, let's say a millionaire realtor in New York, you would make a lot of money. If you make them convert, make them make a sale, and even if they give you like 0.5% of the
rev,
that's a lot of money. So it's just about whom you are selling to. If we do the same business in India or let's say in Asia, selling the same video editing service, I don't think we'll even cross like 3-4 lakhs. Same amount of volume. Like it's about who your customers are and how much they are willing to pay.
But how do you get those 1% of clients like who pay the top dollars for your work?
Like I don't think I have any of that client, but they are like, let's say middle class in US. We target middle class, small to medium sized businesses in US, which are like really good enough for us. because I think top tier clients pay around $5,000 to $10,000 per month on a retainer basis, which is like a lot of money,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you get them by showing them results.
Yep.
So, for example, if I want someone right now, I would show them either my Udemy course and tell them that, you know, I can create something similar for you, or I'll try to go for a social media personal brand and tell them I can help you scale this much.
Yep.
And it won't just be video editing then. You would have to, you know, help them create a plan, help them with scripts. So then just not video editing then, it's just about social media marketing
Correct, strategy and everything, right?
Yeah.
It's very interesting because I was also reached out by someone who runs a boutique agency.
Yeah.
AI like development sort of an agency. Sorry, AI automation agency. And they reached out to me through a YouTube video, and they were ready to pay me like 8 to 12 lakh a month.
Yeah.
To build their entire YouTube.
Correct. Yeah.
I think that is something that it's a very blue ocean right now. Like
Correct.
Very few people are probably doing it. Like how many people you can go and like try to search for such people, right? So I think
it's a very rare pool.
Very rare sort of a.
And YouTube is a very complex game. Like you have
it's a very
to
complex
know,
game. I mean,
show so many things, and there's no 100% guarantee in any niche.
You can be like right 100% from your side, but it still might not work.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Interesting. And how much of your success would you contribute to you making videos? See, there's one thing like, hey, I just edited videos for a client, right?
Yeah.
And it's something else like you edited a video and it gave them leads or like conversions or like a sale, right? How much of your success in this field would you contribute to like you closing like a sale or something like that?
I think initially, I would give a lot of this to me just creating videos for others. And I say this because when the personal brand thing was booming in US, like initial phase, I was working for those clients. I was helping them create videos.
Okay.
And in 2020, I edited some videos which got like 100K views for them, which was like a big deal because those channels are like small, right? And then we had some clients for them, we got sales. So they kept coming back. So I also got to know, oh, if I do something like this, people click, they make a sale, this works, this doesn't work. So a lot of A/B testing happened with my clients, which is why I still know, you know, I think that's one reason my YouTube channel worked initially because I don't see a lot of people get the same growth. But you should know what to say at what time, retention hooks, things like that.
So it's like a ecosystem sort of a thing. You created ads for them that converted and you learned all the psychology and everything. You know, ads that convert, put it to test on your channel, which got you viral. Then you can use that to showcase your client that hey, I got viral. It's like a compounding loop that you created.
Then I created a promo video using the same tactics and like make a lot of sales on my Udemy course. And then got to know which promo video is working, which is not. I ran ads on Facebook and Instagram.
For your course?
Yeah. To see what, like even before running courses, we just tested like few of my reels to see which ones are getting follows, likes, comments.
Okay.
What people are engaging in. Like if you don't do this, how will you know, right?
Yeah.
So it's just about testing a lot of things, creating that ecosystem. And it like compounds really well. I think last year was all compounding. Like I don't think I worked that hard now, but I think it was all compounding.
Wow. So you planned the entire ad campaign yourself?
Yeah. I don't have anyone doing all this. So I think even now I do all the management work, operational work, talking to clients because it builds like, I don't know. I feel like I learn a lot doing all this.
Like putting yourself out there as in a sales call. Everyone hates sales, but in life everything is sales, right?
Correct. Yeah.
You need to learn how to sell yourself.
Yeah. Even right now, I'll jump on the client call and close the deal. And I do have AI assistant on, but closing the deal is something I do still. Yeah.
Because with all this AI coming into place, I think clients still want that sort of a personalized thing.
Correct. Yeah. They want to talk to someone human.
What's the biggest misconception that most beginner video editors have when they start freelancing?
That I also had, that they'll make a lot of money just like that. It won't happen. You would have to make I think I made like 400, 500 videos before I started to make some good money. Like it was good for me, but like a general
Like an
definition
impact,
of good, yeah. Life-changing money. I would
life-changing
say,
money, right?
Yeah.
So it's very interesting because I also get this question a lot, and I answer it in a way that what you see is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
You see 38 videos on my channel and see that I have 100,000 subscribers. You have absolutely no idea that I have 600 plus videos on that channel, and it's just me changing niche again and again. That's why it's unlisted, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of repetitions, a lot of failures, and I think some things you just can't hack. You have to put in time and effort.
You have to put a lot of time,
Yeah.
effort, consistency.
Yeah. Wow. This question is very interesting. Is video editing still a high income skill in 2026? Or is it becoming a low paying commodity because of AI?
I think with everyone getting the access to just create videos, you can create a decent video now on Instagram, right? If you know how to use VN or CapCut, you can just dump it in a template, have a funk song and get it viral, right? So I think as more people start to get these apps, these templates, learn how to do basic things, right? Yeah. I think the demand for repetitive editors will just go, especially with AI. Like Premiere, I think the most time consuming part for me was, removing the pauses and everything. Yeah. Right? On a 2-3 hour long video. So if I'm starting my day, I'll take like 2-3 hours, 4-5 hours just for that. But now it's just one click, right? Yeah. So things like these will just get replaced very easily, very, very easily. So I think going ahead, a lot of editors will be replaced. That's 100% is going to happen, because not a lot of people have that kind of expertise. Yeah. Like if you just know Premiere Pro, like basic trimming, cutting in Premiere Pro, then yeah, your job is already gone. It's just that clients don't know they can do it on their own, right? Yeah. So I think the complex skills like motion design, VFX, these still will pay well, but not just basic work. It's also interesting that I found that 99% of editors are so bad with long form editing. It's very different. I think creating a 60-second reel or a short is much easier than actually trying to edit like a high retentive long form edit. Yeah. Right. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, not just video editing, you to understand psychology, hooks, open loops, the 3-part story structure and everything, right? Yeah. So I think there's still a lot of money in that, probably. Just giving an example, like I used to get a lot of emails about editors who want to work with me, who want to do captions, basic captioning, and basic editing. All those mails are gone because it's just a click away. Like captioning is just gone. Yeah, captioning is something which got replaced, right? In Instagram, you can directly get it, but it used to be something we used to like charge for. Yeah, but that's completely gone now. Captioning used to be so laborious. Yeah. I mean, creating layers of text and just putting it, changing a word, changing a font again, then rearranging it used to be a nightmare. Now it's all gone. Yeah. There are plugins, there are free websites, there's like everything for captions. Yeah. And I think that's what I was telling to my team also. Just doing simple edits now gets us a message from clients saying ki, this is something I can do in CapCut or this is something I can do myself. So they just don't want the simple things. Yeah. Everyone knows the market now. Everyone kind of has a similar Instagram theme going on. Like trends go fast, right? Yeah. So like something which we created like 1-2 years ago is not relevant now. How fast do you think you need to move as a style? Because what used to work on social media platform as style 2 years ago, 1 year ago, we just changed now. So how fast should someone really strive to move, and what's the approach to that? If you're going for Instagram, you have to be really, I think you should have someone who's just scrolling to know that's a role, working. That's a job. Yeah. No? It's a job for media agencies. But as an editor, I think just saving, creating, and collection, just going on Pinterest or Behance to just see what's up, what's the new style. We save a lot of videos. I think now we do a monthly meeting every time, and I show my team the trending styles in different, like talking at videos, travel, or what is going on. So this is something. I think I should do that. Yeah. Lot of insights. What's your approach on like scaling a team? Because I'm also now getting into hiring someone full time, paying a salary from Bangalore office, which is a lot of money from my end also. Yeah, obviously, because we
plan to pay match like at least the developer role average in the industry?
60,000.
Yeah, so something like that I plan.
Yeah.
But let's see where it goes. What is your, what is your suggestion for me? Someone who's actually built a team, pay a lot of salaries.
Are you looking to hire editor
Yeah.
or just a team in general?
So currently I'm planning to hire someone who can wear multiple hats because it's in office in Bangalore. So someone who can edit probably a little bit of managing YouTube, also helping me with probably like a little bit of shoot, but I think majorly it's just editing and at probably like in the 6 months down the line also manage editors probably.
I think this is from personal experience. If you spend good amount of time finding good talent, initially it will save you a lot of trouble later. Like a lot of unnecessary headache.
Yeah.
You need someone who's like really good at problem solving, whether it's video editor or anything else. Like for example, I was traveling right now and I was talking to my senior editor, one of them, and I was like, when we were hiring this editor, we didn't see if he has like problem solving skills, right? Because video editing is mostly problem solving for our clients especially.
Yeah.
And that client dumped 600 photos on us just like that, and he was like, make a travel vlog. And because I was not there, I was not able to give the right guidance. And then that order got cancelled. And then I was like, there was just few things which had to be done right, and this could have been not a problem.
Okay, so problem solving skill, that's one. What if I can't afford someone right now who's like really good? Is it a good idea to get someone who's really have a burning passion to learn and be someone who's like really hungry and probably train them, give them all the knowledge and give them all the experience that really takes to run a YouTube channel as from an operation standpoint? As you know, you run a channel, it's a nightmare, right? Trying to run a YouTube channel and also do a job. You're doing an agency and a YouTube. I'm doing a job and a YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So what's your take on that?
For sure, I think training someone who has curiosity and who's like okay to learn.
Yeah.
I think if you have someone like that, I would 100% do that. Majority of my team is like that. I have trained them for like 1-2 years now, and they stick around if you give them good incentives to stay. Like if everyone is seeing growth with me, right? Because I'm also scaling YouTube channel. There are clients coming in, so they're seeing growth. So if you align the right incentives with curiosity, I think it will be done.
Yeah. What is your thought on I investing in someone a lot and then that person leaving? So I need to find someone, retrain again. So it's a lot of bandwidth and energy from my side.
And then just create Loom videos when you're teaching that guy. So you have a system in place teaching everything. You have pre-recorded. Just ask the new guy to, because everyone leaves after some point. There's no stability.
There's no stability in this career.
Yeah.
Right?
So
especially loyalty in the editing field is like rarely found.
Best thing would be to create systems. I think Loom is the best way. Once you train someone, you pre-record everything and then just have the new guy go through it.
Yeah, that's excellent advice, because I was also thinking on this, that how many times I have to like sit on a call with an editor of my team and like teach everything from stuff. So we build like SOPs. Yeah, standard operating procedures, and then go through it. It's very similar to how training module in a job works, right?
It's like a course, but private course for your company. For anyone who comes in your company has to go through it.
I have another question, like how much of IPs, sort of your personal IPs, do you add in that? Because for example, you might be really famous for a certain style, right? You don't want everyone to know how it's done. How do you preserve that from happening, or do you teach everything to your editors?
I try to hire editors who are better than me. Like that's not the case. I try to look for people who are like better than me, so that I can also learn from them.
So it's a mutual sort of a learning.
Correct. Yeah. For example, I worked on a client project, right? The recent one I uploaded, and I showed it to one of my editors, and I asked them, "What can I do better in this?" And they were like, maybe we can use some match cuts because you're using animations. Simple things like that. Like there's no shame in learning from others.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Like I learned so much from sometimes some of my editors who are the like top editors in my team. Sometimes they will come with out of the box ideas like let's
Correct,
do this. I'm like wow, because I as a person is so busy doing so many things.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I don't get the time to go through like the putting that sort of finesse in the video, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's very powerful. Like I'm very open to learning from anyone. Like by you can be like someone who's like 20, 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, if you're better than me, I'm absolutely like
Yeah.
shocked.
For sure.
Right. Why do some haters keep getting 500 rupees orders while others get 20,000 to 40,000 orders on the same platform? What's the thing that separates this guy from that?
I think I also started with that price also, right? But I think it's just about whether you are willing to increase it, whether you think your work is valuable enough. Because right now we get like very high number of impressions. Let's say in a 1-2 weeks we'll get like 1 lakh 2 lakh impressions on all the gigs combined, right? So that brings in a very diverse volume, and they'll come and be like, why is your price so high? I can see other people. But we'll also get some clients who don't even talk to us. They'll directly purchase the package, leave double the amount of tip or something like that, right? So it's a very diverse audience, and you need to know whom you're appealing to. And of course, I think increasing the price, if that's the question which comes up, I think you just have to test it. So for example, whenever we have like large number of orders, we are overbooked for the next week or something like that, we'll test with like increasing the price and see if like people are still purchasing, and if you are still able to deliver high quality work, if the buyer satisfaction is still high, things like that. But you have to be willing to first acknowledge that, my work is, I value it at this much amount. And then you can, you'll have enough confidence to increase the price.
I mean, every day in my community, I get this question like, this is a sample. How do I price myself? What do I charge from a client for this sort of an edit?
Yeah.
How do someone know that? Like,
see, I think this question comes up when, again, there's a scarcity mindset where you don't know if you will get this project or the next one. So you're like, even if they're paying like this much, I'll take it, right?
Okay.
So that is there, right? Once you have a system in place, so I'll get clients aage. I can like test it. I can try to ask them for double the amount and see their reaction. They won't. But if you have the fear that they'll run away, then you will never ask, right?
Yeah.
So it's a problem of supply and demand. Once you have like enough demand going on, you can test the pricing a lot.
I think you're absolutely right. Like, I think initially it's very difficult to be in that mindset.
Correct.
That
it comes with time.
Yeah, because you don't actually have gigs and you really need that money, right? So one hack that I did was I took a job. So I was always charge like quote premium. Even if it doesn't close, I don't actually care, right?
Yeah.
So in a very ironical way, that made me actually more money without like doing like 10 gigs, 20 gigs. I can just do like 1 or 2 gigs a month and make like 2 lakh, 3 lakh out of that, right?
Correct, yeah.
So I think, that mindset matters a lot. You should be okay to lose a few gigs to make that big dollar, right?
Correct, yeah.
Else you will be always stuck in that
same price range.
Yeah. Right. Your most viral videos on YouTube are about Fiverr, right? I had a very controversial question. I think like freelancing platforms suck.
Yeah.
99% of freelancers are like stuck at the bottom, and only like top 1 to 5 or 10% of the platform leaders are like making the real sort of money, right?
Correct.
I think most of the people, 99% of people are not even closing any gig. So what's your take on that?
Yeah, it's difficult. It's not easy. I mean, initially you have to like struggle.
So do you like lowball yourself in the first? Like,
you need a USP. It's just about having a unique selling proposition about what you can give that other people can't. When I started, I did do that. I had like very low price, $5. And then after that, I was giving them a money back guarantee. Plus, I was giving them unlimited revisions. I was doing a 1-day delivery. That's how I got like few hundred reviews. And then after that, I started increasing the price a lot more. That's one way to do it. But if you're someone, let's say if you go on the platform, you can directly start on high price, but you can say that I can provide you value. I have experience on YouTube and I have built a team who can deliver similar results.
Yeah.
Then you can charge. Yeah. And then after that, see, the problem with majority of the people who don't get clients on freelance platforms is that they don't get clients outside also. It's not like they're getting a lot of people around them running around, right? So it's like positioning yourself problem, right? Are you willing to go around and ask some people to buy your service here? I don't think those people are doing that, right?
So basically, like going out of the platform, asking them to hire you in the platform, something like that.
That's just the platform part, but in general, I am
In
thinking
general,
they're
gig.
not comfortable selling. Like they don't know how to sell them. Yeah. It's just that there are like 1,000 other gigs. Why should people do business with you?
Yeah.
That's one of the major thing. And I think if you're someone who is not getting any clients, you should know where your level of work is at. Go in your city and ask a restaurant randomly that, I'll just take some videos for you using my mobile and I'll edit and give it to you. Show them the work and see the reaction. You would know. But people are not ready to get out of their comfort zone, right? And it won't just happen. I know everything is difficult. Even I tried Upwork abhi. I made a video about it. Even I was struggling to get clients abhi also. Like I closed like a few projects in like 1 week. In the same time on Fiverr, we made like $7,000-8,000. On Upwork, I made like $70 that week. So you have to struggle in the beginning. Like it won't just happen. You should know how to sell yourself, which will come with time. And initially, and I talked about that knowledge gap.
Yeah.
So combine that knowledge gap with no sales knowledge, with not knowing how to present yourself.
Yeah.
Like how will you get clients?
I think you picked up on comfort zone a lot. I think people don't emphasize on that a lot because every editor, especially most editors I've met, are like introverts.
Yeah.
They don't care about the external world. They want to get locked in a room, edit videos, make shit ton of money and be happy, right?
Yeah.
But so much of making money is about your packaging, how you position yourself, how do you actually talk to a client, what's the communication channel like, then like the actual core meaty part of just doing the editing, right?
Yeah.
So what are your like thoughts on that? Like how much of the entire deal contributes to like the actual editing part versus the sales, the negotiations, your positioning, how you speak, and the packaging?
If you're doing a job working for someone already, editing is just fine. You don't have to do anything, right? Let's say you're working for an agency. My editors don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
they're lucky.
They're the lucky ones.
Yeah, they get up. I'll tell them you have to do this today, right?
Yeah.
If you want to do that, then work for someone else. But that's the problem with me. I'm very introvert. Like I don't know if you have picked up. I don't talk if it's like very absolutely needed.
Yeah.
And that's why YouTube was a very big step. Getting on client calls was a very big thing. So you have to, everything you want is on the other side of comfort. I was very uncomfortable leaving the city, leaving my friends.
Yeah, it's hard.
But the growth is on the other side always.
Yeah.
It's a trade-off you make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your, run me through a process of creating a perfect gig on Fiverr for you. Like what's the process?
So you first of all see what's working. That's very important.
What's working in your niche?
In your niche, yeah. Different niches also you can test. Very similar to how we were looking for a YouTube title. You see different niches also. You see, oh, this is working for them.
Okay.
And you see what's working in your industry, what kind of style, thumbnail, pricing, everything is there.
So the platform is like a search-based sort of a platform. You can search.
Correct. It's a search-based
It's like
platform.
YouTube only. You can search, okay, what's working, what's trending, and
what keywords are working, what's working, when are people clicking. Then you compile, I would say 3 to 5 gigs together, the best one. Now you can dump it in ChatGPT. I used to do it manually. Copy paste all the data and ask ChatGPT to pick up on what's working for them. And then you can similarly create your gig. I think it's very easy now. I used to do all this manually. Then you test, then you'll see, oh, I've started to get these many impressions. But in these impressions, I'm not getting clicks. Which means your thumbnail or video is like not compelling enough for you to like, for the client to click. This you would know instantly, right?
Yeah.
Now let's say you're getting clicks, but no one is doing business with you. Conversion problem, right? This has to come with your gig video. They'll watch your video and they're not impressed. They'll see your work, they're not impressed. Then you have to improve that. You have to improve your description, how you're writing, how persuasively you're writing, what you're charging, how many revisions you have, and of course your reviews. Initially, if you don't have it, let's say if you are there, I would suggest you can just ask your other clients to go on Fiverr work with you. That's the best way to boost your profile. Yeah.
So basically saying that I have a lot of clients outside of Fiverr.
Yeah.
I'm like, just do the same thing, but on Fiverr.
Correct.
Get like the reviews.
You'll have, let's say, 5-10 reviews.
Yeah.
Now a new client comes to your profile. We are solving the conversion problem. He'll see that you have good reviews already.
Yeah.
Which means, you know, they won't be like, it's a little more risky, right?
Yeah.
And then once that happens, Fiverr will start promoting you more. It will see that you've been bringing new business for Fiverr. So it will start promoting your gig in return, which will increase the business. It's all about solving simple problems, impression, conversion, and then repeat business.
How much of your clients are like retainers versus
50%.
50%. What's the sweet spot?
Like for?
Like how much percentage of clients should be like retainers versus like
you should have good amount of retainer business, but video editing is a very friendly retainer business kind of, right?
Yeah.
They would need videos every now and then, but not everyone would need a website every other day, right? So it depends on the niche, but I think in video editing you should aim for good 50-60% retainer clients. Because searching new clients unless you have a good system is very difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's your system for like getting new clients or something like that? All inbound?
Fiverr only. 90%.
90%.
Then we have, we already have agency clients. Whenever I feel like I see a YouTube channel or a business owner on LinkedIn or something like that I can help, I would reach out to them.
Cold outreach.
Yeah, very rarely. Doesn't happen that often.
So this is the most important question. I am Raj, 20 years old today. Scared that AI will replace all video editors. Should I still start video editing? Because people like us started editing when there was no AI, right? There was no competition, right? You know, if possible, give me like a step-by-step roadmap of someone who's starting out today should follow.
If you're a beginner and if you're just doing basic works like adding captions, just trimming, AI has already replaced you. You just don't know the tools that have done it, right?
Yeah.
But if you're someone who wants to learn it, there's something called text-based editing we talked about today, where you can edit the text and the video will be edited accordingly. So after learning, I think you learn Premiere Pro for basic editing, creating the base. You learn After Effects, non-negotiable.
Like, you have to learn After Effects.
You have to learn After Effects. You can't work in the industry without it. You need motion graphics and VFX work. You should know compositing in After Effects, right? I would highly suggest learning 2D animation, character animation, character walk cycles. These build a good animation base. After these two are done, if you can learn motion design in After Effects, even better, right? Or you can learn a 3D software of your choice, either Blender, 3ds Max or Maya, right? Once you have this set, you can move to AI tools. You can do a lot of VFX work in Runway. You can do a lot of text-based editing in Descript. Then of course learn generative AI. Instead of using like stock websites and videos now for generation, use VO3. So you need one of the AI studio. It could be Google, Freepik, anything. And then inside that you have models, generative models, right?
Yeah.
So you would have to learn prompting.
Yeah. That's also something. Yeah.
Correct.
Quite takes some time to
Correct.
learn.
And then you need to be aware of the latest tools which are releasing every other day.
It's a nightmare.
Plus, you have to combine all these and create your samples. You have to use the latest generation tools, create a sample for yourself. Every 3-4 months, you need to go back, check what's happening, combine all your skills and create a sample. When a new client comes in, you need to tell them, I know all the tools. I have my AI avatar. You should know what an AI avatar is, right?
Yeah.
Things like that.
How do you strike a balance between, okay, I have clients, I'm working, I'm not learning, I'm working. Then suddenly 6 months down the line, probably industry has moved much faster than me. How do you balance that sort of, I'm busy working, I'm busy upskilling myself? What's the balance?
So I tell this to my team also, just working right now is not enough. You have to take out time on the weekend. Whenever you get extra hours, watch some tutorials, create something similar. Even I do it right now. Majority of the time, the client projects that I do are something can be done by my team. But I intentionally do it so that I can learn new skills. See for example, the latest proximity animation is something I didn't know at all. So I was like, I'll try something like that. I'll try expressions in After Effects. I don't know anything about it.
JavaScript, yeah.
Yeah. So you have to like put yourself in a position where you're learning new things, not doing the same thing. Learning is the only way, like, or else nothing can happen.
Okay, if I want to hire a video editor today as a creator, should I prefer hiring someone I can afford? Maybe that guy is in college doing editing part-time, or like blow out all the money that I have and try to get someone who's like full-time just does video editing? Because I have faced this problem a lot. Video editors who are just starting out and doing it like a side hustle in college don't really care that much, doesn't put the amount of effort. Sometimes they have exams, so I'm kind of like fucked. So because this is a genuine problem I have right now, so how do I solve that?
It depends on what they're giving you. Like, what will a really good editor, let's say someone you're blowing out all the money for, give you in return? It's a YouTube video, or it makes you viral, or it makes you XXX, whatever, it makes you sale. It will depend on that.
So if I have to find a really good video editor for my YouTube channel, because I know if I can get good impressions on YouTube, that means more sponsors. That sponsors, if I can then make more money, probably they also make more money. So it's a cycle, right? So for that sort of a scenario, like, how should I get someone?
I have never found till day a editor who knows everything. Eventually you need to be on the edge, and you need to know things and teach them, right? So whenever I learn more, I'm able to tell my team the same.
Yeah.
And I've never found a guy who knows everything already. Like, even I don't know everything already.
It's too difficult. The system is so complex.
Yeah.
You can only be so good at so many things, right?
Yeah. It's about iteration also. Even after forming a team, we try every new video, we try a different style. Even for YouTube videos or Instagram reels.
Like experimenting.
Right? Experiment, try a different animation, try something different, try something new which is happening in the market.
But that begs the question, right? If you keep changing your style in every video, you don't have sort of your branding play, right? Like, because branding play comes from repeating something that's too signature, or like too close to the brand itself, right?
Yeah.
So how do you balance that?
We don't have a very branded channel. We have a educational channel. Two are very different. If we were working for a branded channel, we would keep the style similar throughout. Yeah. That would go from all the title, thumbnail, packaging, everything, right? But my channel is not a branded channel. I think we experiment. We see what's working. Yeah.
What's the fastest way to grow on YouTube? Because
even I don't know. It's trial and error.
You have been growing fast, very fast.
Yeah. I think if you have an unfair advantage, mine was video editor, top rated Fiverr seller, someone who is running a business. So if you can provide knowledge which not a lot of people have access to, if you show results in the starting of the video and deliver by end of the video, I think growth is very fast. So a lot of retention problem that I saw is because people click on it and you are not delivering on whatever you promise in the title and packaging, right? But if
basically a clickbait.
Yeah, if you're not delivering it.
Yeah.
But if you're delivering and making them satisfied, making them share the video, then YouTube is also very similar to Fiverr, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to draw a lot of analogies, and it seems like, okay, impressions is there, impressions there. It's almost the same. So
yeah, it's very similar. That's why I think that's also there.
Again, out of freelancing world, if you would go to tomorrow and make a viral video on YouTube, what would be your step-by-step process for that?
For which niche?
Maybe an educational niche. Maybe, let's say, content creation.
It's very tricky. It's a very tricky
maybe
answer.
Video editing, just something that you know.
Yeah. If I'm making client project, I know how to package it. I'll open a curiosity loop. People relate to struggle.
So true.
I think the most viral video I had a lot of struggle induced in the intro, saying that I had a lot of trouble with other video editors' face. The file size was very large. Downloads failed. The clips were choppy. I had less time to deliver. This is very relatable content.
So true.
Everyone wants to know now. The video was 21,000 rupees. I had these many days. I had this much problem. What is the final output looking like? What did the client say? That's why they stayed at the end, right? So you have to open multiple curiosity loops. So I think that video went viral because of the packaging, the intro. So it's just not editing in the YouTube game, right? You have to make people click first, and then they'll watch, and then you have to satisfy them, retain them, and make them come back later whenever you upload. So it's a very tricky game.
So all of those curiosity loops, like were they intentionally placed, or like something that happened accidentally, and then you went back and learned those things and like replicated that for your.
When I was creating that video, I didn't know what those were.
Okay.
Later, when it did really good, I was very surprised about why it did so good. It got like 100k views in 4 days, and for a channel like which has like 80,000 subscribers, that's not something which happens, right?
Yes.
It would get 10,000 views first day max.
So true.
So I was very surprised by it, and then I checked the retention graph. I saw a lot of people were there. And then later, when I was listening to podcasts from Paddy Galloway, he was like, when you show struggle to others. And I was like, oh, like a lot of struggle was there in the intro. So a lot of people related to it. So I didn't know when I was creating it. Yeah. And when we were uploading it, I thought this is a video which won't do good at all, or it won't work. So the original video was 25 minutes. My editor showed me, and at one point I was like, we should not upload it. But then we trimmed it down to 17 minutes something. And we uploaded it. Let's see. And it did crazy.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a lot of trial and error. I don't think anyone knows how to get a video completely viral unless top creators. But yeah, you don't know what works, to be honest.
I mean, we have run so many experiments on our channel, and midway through those experiments, I was getting so many successes. I was like, I've cracked YouTube.
Yeah.
Then you do it again, it doesn't work. And like,
yeah.
I'm like, okay, I have to reinvent the wheel again.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult game.
Yeah, whenever we think this video will go viral, it doesn't work.
How many times does it occur to you put your heart and soul into a video and it doesn't work. And
it's a 10 out of 10. And you're like, what happened?
And the video, you barely put that much of effort, it went viral. Like how many times it happened?
Yeah. A lot of times it happens. It's very crazy. YouTube is, I think, the most difficult social media format to crack. It's very
But
tricky.
it's also the most rewarding, right?
It's most rewarding. It gives you the most loyal audience.
Yeah.
If you're a content creator and you want to sell something, YouTube is the way to go. They won't purchase from your Instagram reels.
So what channel should an aspiring video editor watch?
I think depends on the level, right? There are some really good advanced channels, but not a lot of people can follow what they're saying, right? So it depends on your level. But I think you don't have to purchase a course right now. You can get everything on YouTube for free. You just need to know which channels to watch, right? Which is very tricky. I don't remember the names if you're going to ask me the names.
Yeah, even if you ask me like, hey Somrat, what are the channels you followed when you started your design career or like editing? I still don't remember. I think I've watched so many videos and so many are like still like in my playlist watch later, which I've never gone back to. Like it's bonkers. But I think there's something about courses, like it's a very delicate thing, right? I feel courses can help. If it's a really good course, it can save a lot of time.
Correct.
Trying to figure things like
I think courses, if it's a well structured course, it can save you a lot of time because YouTube would have to search for a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
But there's that negative annotation attached to it now because a lot of people getting scammed and all. Or if you're thinking that the creator is just making money from the course.
Yeah.
And so that is there. But yeah, I think education of any format, if you're getting value from it, is definitely worth it.
Right, because I also get a lot of comments saying, Bhaiya, when is your course coming out? And I'm so defensive about launching my own course because I have seen so many people get scammed from courses and I don't want to be called a course seller for some reason. For some reason, that title I don't want by. But I feel I might do it because people are now asking me. It's not no one knows me. I'm selling a course, right? And I feel I have that little bit of subject matter expertise to be capable enough to do that in the first place. And
I think, yeah, same. When I launched my Fiverr course, I had the same fear. But I think once you have the authority and if you're able to deliver on it, I don't think people think it's scam.
Yeah. But I think the problem is there are too many bad apples in the industry. Like, no offense. Like, why would I take a video editing course from Dhruv Reddy?
Yeah, he has a
He has
video
a
editing course.
video editing course. Which, again, at his scale, I think he didn't structure it or make it. But I would not take a course from probably not a very specialized channel. I would definitely take a course if you launch it,
Correct,
if Tarun's launches it. Someone who's like, I really look up to, like, as an editor.
Yeah. I think whenever someone is buying the course, you should see if that person is working in the industry or not.
Yeah.
If he has real world experience. And I think for Dhruv Reddy also, let's say if he has edited video for his YouTube channel, that's good enough. But are you going to learn editing client projects from him? Which is not something I think the course will deliver on, right?
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest caveats of the most courses. Ki bhai, you are selling a course. Where are your gigs to prove that you have actually delivered a freelance project? Bro, teaching how to edit a YouTube video versus teaching how to deliver a client video, it's night and day difference, right? It's very different. So, yeah, I think if you launch a course, it's gonna be there, like how to deal with like freelance projects, probably. Anyway, biggest painful mistake that you've made earlier in your freelancing career?
I made a wrong hiring, which had multiple projects being cancelled. I trusted that guy too early. So I think that was the biggest mistake. Apart from that,
hiring is such a
apart from that, I could not think of anything else.
I mean, hiring is, even with all this AI and all, I feel hiring is such a headache and a problem right now.
So tricky. Even with ChatGPT doing most of the thinking for people, is getting bad.
Yeah, people are losing their ability to critically think without the help of GPT, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any framework or process to hire some editor or someone? Like, what are the basic skill set or like, certain values in them that you're looking for? Do you have a checklist of things?
Not really. I get on a call with them for sure. And we do like multiple rounds. We give them a real client project. Also have another editor edit it. Same instructions, and we compare the work. That's the technical skills part. Then communication. And we don't hire anyone directly now. We put them on a contract basis to see what they're doing for some time. I think problem solving and communications are very important. Like, because editing is one of the thing which, you'll say you'll take X amount of time, but it will sometimes takes you like twice or even thrice.
Yeah.
It's that kind of business, right? And Fiverr is very strict about delivering on time. So we do have a lot of things where we have to ask for extensions, where editors are too scared to convey the thing to me because they think that I'll be disappointed and things that. But I think communicating there is very important. Communication there is very important.
Because I have done a lot of freelancing before, and now that I also hire editors, I see that stark difference in me, that how I used to work versus how they work. There are a lot of editors who are actually very shy to tell upfront ki, okay, bhaiya, probably I won't be able to finish in time early on, like starting with the project, right? A lot of editors, I've seen a similar pattern that if I give them like 7 days to edit a video, they will probably like start in the 4th day and 5th day, right?
Yeah,
and they will always take a delay, right?
Correct.
When I used to do for my client projects, I was very high agency. Like, if you're giving the project today, I will probably like start, and like I have this sort of a problem where if something is bothering on my mind and if there's an open loop on my mind, I would probably have to finish it, else close that loop, or I will just freak out a lot.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times I just under promise and over deliver. I think that's a framework that I followed. If I realistically needed like 4 days, I would probably ask for 8 days. And even if it takes like 5 days, the client will be happy, like, okay, bhai, isne to pehle de diya.
Correct, yeah. So I also started that way only, where I was like on top of things. Yeah. But after a point of time, I had like 30 projects going on.
Yeah, it's so hard for you to
I have to complete like 4 projects and have told everyone that I'll do it. Then I started missing a lot of deadlines. I think that's what happens with my team also. Which is, I think, team management problem. I should probably hire someone else. But yeah, that's one of the thing with video editing, where you commit to a deadline and it's very difficult to meet, because once you start working on it, you realize, oh, it's a lot of work. Even experienced editors do it. It's very common. This is a very common practice across video editing world.
Yeah, so that's very, absolutely agree to that. For example, we had a very different sort of a project, which is like AI virtual production, something that we have never done before.
Yeah.
So it was very hard to give them a deadline. We gave it anyway. So what happened is like I was the creative director in the project. My editor was there. So for some reason, he also did not know everything
That has to be done.
that has to be done and how much knowledge he has to get it delivered, right?
Yeah.
So what he did, he kind of did it like 40-50% of the satisfaction. Then I looked at it and the client also gave a deadline like within 3 days. So what I had to do is dump the entire thing,
Yeah.
redo the training from start, all the AI avatar thing, retraining the VFX relighting and all those things, because I felt as an editor also, there's so much he also knew. I think he did his best. So for example, if he gave his 100%, that's literally like 40% of the satisfaction of the client. But the amount of knowledge, because I am also like doom scrolling all the time and whatever the latest tools is. So I knew, okay, if I had to relight a scene using VFX in AI, this is the tool I would use probably.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the most trickiest projects that I did recently. Anyway, I don't know when they're gonna pay, but biggest problem.
That's part of the thing.
Yeah. How do you avoid burnouts as a video editor?
I don't know the answer to that question. Because when I was working alone, I was always burnt out.
Yeah.
I took like more projects than I could handle, always.
Yeah. What are the 3 best investments that helped you in your growth?
Yeah. Like investment as in
maybe courses, software, gears, people, teams, whatever.
Okay. I think first would be investing in courses. So I was taught designing and video editing in college, but I didn't study as much. So during COVID, I came back and I took all the courses from scratch, as I said, right? That was one of the investment. Second was reading to scale the business.
So what sort of books did you read? Like you read courses or like blogs or like books, something like that?
So I read business books, a lot of business books, self-help books, and psychology. I think we both know Daniel Priestley, so his oversubscribed was really good. Build to Sell was really good. Some of the business book to know how to delegate, how to talk, learning sales psychology. I read Influence, the psychology of persuasion. Yeah. That one was really good. So reading, I think in general, Naval Ravikant is really good. His vlogs, his tweets.
Yeah. Now that I see like there's so much of overlap between what you have read, I have read,
Yeah.
Like every time I feel something I'm doing wrong, I always get back to reading, because that gives me a holistic view of how the world is versus what my perception of the world currently is. Because again, I'm surrounded by people who are doing 9-to-5 jobs. It's very hard to, always try to make sense with them where you are in the career, right?
So that was the second, reading for sure.
Reading.
And third would be investing in my health. I was very skinny, burned out all the time, not sleeping. So now it's like in much better control.
As in like health, as in like you did what exactly?
So when I used to work a lot alone, 12 to 16 hours, I was sleeping like not as much.
Having back pain right now.
But I didn't work out as much. So that changed. I'm like very into sports now, sleeping on time, eating healthy food. I think those 3.
Yeah. So also the life of a content creator, even an editor, is like very lonely, right?
Yeah.
Kind of lonely. So how do you mitigate those things in real life? Like how do you make friends? How do you stay connected? How do you stay human? Like sometimes I get crazy while like, kya kar raha hu?
Yeah. It's a very, especially if you're freelancing, you don't go to the same office, you don't hang out with people.
Yeah.
It's a very lonely profession. It was a very lonely profession already. I was in my hometown, so I had my friends there. Then I moved out and here I had to struggle to make friends. So I moved to co-working space, starting going there. Then I started playing sports and all. And even like creating content is a very lonely thing. You just talk to a camera all day. No one is there, right? Yeah.
Talk about it.
I think, it's a very tricky place to be. Especially if you're just a video editor, content creator, you need to like make effort, alag se, to go out, meet new people. else you'll be in trouble.
I think those are the few perks that people don't attribute enough in a job specifically. It
yeah,
gives a lot of
especially.
environment to actually
Yeah.
make friends. Like you're forced in a bubble to interact with your co-workers and
Yeah.
have shared experiences. There are outings, there are like bonding sessions.
Yeah.
You play together. Little bit of gossips here and there. So I think that was pretty healthy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think if you're like someone who's like a freelancer, I think I would suggest going to a co-working space for sure. Or even a content creator, you should just go work with other people, talk to them.
Yeah, I mean, specifically, I think a lot of content creators don't interact with other content creators.
Yeah.
I think that is one thing I changed myself this year.
Yeah.
Not exactly changed this year, like realized like 2-3 months back. I started interacting more with people, content creators in like my local place, like Bangalore.
Correct. Yeah,
And-
Bangalore is such a good,
Yeah,
healthy environment. Yeah.
so that changed a lot of things for me, especially the perspective, because there's only 1% of thing you get to know about a person when you see their videos. Like there's so much going behind.
That's a persona. That's not real them.
Yeah, exactly. So trying to get to know the real person and what are their plans ahead, I think that's a good
Yeah.
place to be in. I think a lot of culture has shifted now, especially if you are in Bangalore. People work out of like cafes. There's a lot of like community driven sort of movement right now. Like designers working out of cafes. There's like special impromptu meetups. And there's a lot of hacker houses and all, like
Yeah.
HSR hacker house, like developers sitting there trying to cook stuff and stuff. So now
It's the
things are getting-
demand of the hour.
Yeah, I
Much
think-
needed.
I love it. I mean, if someone wants to edit today for AI startups or new age creators, how do they get started? Like someone starting now has the power of AI,
Yeah.
right? How should one start? today?
You have to create just using AI.
No, I mean, you're someone you want to edit for like, a SaaS company that's working in AI, right?
Okay.
So how do you start today? Like,
It depends on the brief. If you can like create, like roughly give me an idea of what they need.
for example, I'm a B2B enterprise company providing GPU hardware
Okay.
to other startups.
Yeah.
Like a render sort of a farm, maybe as an example, like you run your models on my servers,
Okay.
sort of a thing. And if I am an editor who has to create a promo video or sort of a thing for
Correct.
them,
Where they don't have a media, you have to
they
create
have no
the entire
media,
thing.
right?
They have no
Zero
media.
social presence. Yeah.
Okay. Now, my first question would be, do you want a spokesperson video or without? If you want a spokesperson video, we can create AI avatar for you, right? That's where you start. You can use HeyGen for it. HeyGen, I think right now has the best models.
Yeah.
You can use HeyGen and combine 11 labs for voiceover for them.
Mm.
This fits out your videos. Okay. Now you need motion graphics or you need generative stock videos and
Mm.
things like that.
Yeah.
So you can use any of the AI studios. I personally use FreePic.
Mhm.
So inside that you can generate videos, images, whatever is needed for them.
Mm.
And then if you want, I would still edit it in Premiere Pro.
Mm.
But if you want to go complete AI, you can use FreePic Spaces, do node-based text editing.
That is something very new for editors. I
Yeah,
think
that's like very new.
very new. Yeah.
FreePic Spaces is like last week it released.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been seeing some of the work people have been pulling. I'm like, wow.
it's
Like-
crazy.
Like super
It's very crazy.
complicated.
I think that will be the most in-demand skill, node-based editing, going ahead.
Yeah, that's an insight. So how should someone like learn, like if someone has to like prepare for the future, what should I learn today?
These tools, these are the latest updates. Like you knowing about Nano Banana View 3, HeyGen, which means you are already ahead of the curve,
Mhm.
right? Not a lot of people knew. Few months back, not even few months would be bad. 1 year back, I didn't know what AI Studio is and what AI generation models are, right?
Yeah.
And I think
Mm.
not a lot of people still
Yeah.
know this.
Mhm.
So you have a AI studio. A lot of people, I posted AI video and they were like, we can't purchase all these models individually. They are too costly.
Yeah.
But that's not how it works, right? You
Mm.
purchase one Google AI studio or FreePic studio or one of these AI
Yeah.
studio.
Mm.
In that, you'll get all the generative AIs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this, you'll get all the VFX models, image generation models, video generation
Mm.
models. And then you can, I would 100% suggest people to like just get one if you're a video editor right now, and just test it yourself.
For example, like I have a lot of experience in this AI video editing space, and we also previously we used to have subscription of Minimax, Kling,
Yeah.
Vio, and I was like burning my pocket,
Yeah.
right? Then again, I got to know about AI Studio. Then we first used Replicate
Yeah.
because that was pay per run.
Yeah.
It was very cheap for us. Then our runs were so much that
Yeah.
it didn't make any sense.
Correct.
Then we moved to one of those AI studios. So now we use Hicksville for access to everything.
Yeah.
But there are more like Replicate, Fal AI,
Envato,
Envato, Freepic.
बहुत है.
बहुत है अभी तो. I think one of the subscriptions really work out well.
Yeah. It's like $20 or something, which is like, okay, if you're starting, it's a good amount.
Yeah.
If you're legally using Adobe Premiere Pro and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, my
Yeah,
God, my
then-
Adobe cost is like,
Yeah, then you would
burning my
need
pocket.
a lot of money. Yeah.
yeah. So also do you think this specifically because now, especially you can afford to get like multiple subscription as an agency, you're at a scale. I can afford like multiple. So this creates an, big disparity for someone who's just starting out as a editor. They can't have access to the models. We can burn millions in credits,
Yeah.
still be okay with it. So we are faster at inventing new things, new styles. So we are again making more money. They can't access to that. So they are making less money. So do you think AI creates even more disparity in income?
It creates a knowledge gap, I think, which creates disparity in income for sure. That's the case in everywhere. As you said, top freelancers on freelance platform make more money because of the knowledge gap, right?
Yeah.
The bottom half doesn't make as much. So I think that's the case with AI also.
If you have to restart today from absolute 0 rupees in your bank account, only your laptop, where would you start to make money the fastest?
I know video editing already.
You know, but you don't have access. Like, probably not a lot, but as a very beginner, like you have seen some tutorials, you have the laptop, but you have 0 rupees in your bank account.
I have the system. I know the basic skills.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Hmm.
I will go create free samples for local businesses in Hyderabad.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go to one of the restaurant and just create a free video for them, see the reaction,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm still good enough or not.
Mm-hmm.
If they like it, I'll ask them whatever they can pay,
Mm.
and I can create certain videos for them.
Mhm.
I'll go do outreach in Hyderabad, local areas, local restaurant. Once someone likes it, someone pays for it,
Mhm.
I'll show that video to other restaurants and be like, we have created this for them. Would you like something like this? That's how I'll get some initial clients locally. Once I know I can get locally clients, then I'll go to freelance platform to work with international clients.
Mm.
For Upwork, I won't have to make some money to go there. For Fiverr, I can directly go,
Mm.
right? Once I have a network here, I'll try to connect with some of the people who actually have some money.
Mm.
Let's say some of the startup founders or anyone. Everyone wants videos these days.
Mm.
And then I'll ask them whatever they're ready to pay, and then I'll move them to one of the freelance platform,
Mm.
get few reviews, and then start working there.
So that's the most efficient, fastest way to get to a position where you are right now.
I would directly go through freelance platform, but I wanted to show the struggle.
Yeah. Okay. But I
Yeah.
think this is very smart, like
Yeah.
again, this works when you are okay to get out of your comfort zone, right?
Correct.
Not a lot of people would go and just ask the, restaurant to get a video, because this is something no one knows. Like, we were trying a lot of businesses in my hometown and I failed miserably. There was something called GMB, Google My Business.
Yeah.
So what I used to do is like go, a lot of hotels and restaurants didn't have their Google profile.
Correct.
How I used to identify that was, it is to show that some random person has listed that. It showed like, do you own that business sort of a thing. I have to go them and pitch to them, go to the manager and pitch to them. Here I can make a website for you. Obviously I was using no code tools back then.
Yeah.
Website for you, and like do like a proper listing and do some SEO to rank your restaurant on top. No one knows this story.
Correct.
I failed at that business miserably.
Yeah.
But that gave me the confidence to go out and literally talk to a
Ask
random
people,
person.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct. Yeah.
So
Such a good idea.
yeah, I think, wow. So what would be that one last piece of advice for someone who's 20 years old watching this podcast you would love to give?
They want to become a video editor and life in general.
Let's start with editing first, then
Yeah.
do it live.
Video editing, I think it's a very tricky field right now. Even I don't feel very safe because of what I have seen AI do, the latest models. They can do everything, but it's like not everyone will be replaced because we still have clients who will just come to us to crop videos. They'll give us $100 to just crop a video.
Okay.
So not a lot of people, not all clients will use it, but knowledge gap will increase. So a lot of iteration has to happen. First of all, you have to come to a level where you can you're confident enough to charge premium. And then after that, you need to stack all the AI skills on all over it. Like learning has to happen every single week, or else you'll be in a difficult spot.
And in general, life advice?
I think iteration plus reading can take you very far.
So iteration plus like a knowledge sort of a
Correct.
iteration
Knowledge.
plus knowledge equals compounding, something
Correct.
like
Yeah.
that. That's powerful. That's powerful.
Given that you're consistent, I think with iteration you're being consistent.
Yeah.
Plus you're stacking knowledge. I think you'll be unstoppable.
I don't know. I read this quote somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
it's not 10,000 hours. It's 10,000 iterations.
Naval Ravikant.
Naval Ravikant, right? It's not 10,000 hours. It's 10,000 iterations that make you a subject matter expert.
Yeah.
Like being a master at your skill.
Correct. Yeah. This is so true.
Yeah.
It's not, you won't become anything if you keep doing the same thing. You have to
Yeah.
improve something every single time.
So it's very ironical that people do the same thing and expect different results.
Yeah. I think it's someone. I know this
Einstein?
quote where, it's Einstein.
Yeah.
That is called insanity if you keep doing the same thing and expect different results. That's
Different
insanity.
results, yeah.
Which is so true. I have to remind myself also that.
Yeah, sometimes we are so busy doing the same things.
Yeah.
So important to question our own life, I think.
Correct.
Even at any scale, I can be on the top of the world, but if I'm very ignorant of my position right now,
Yeah.
I think it's very important to also stay like grounded.
Yeah.
कि आज हूँ क्या पता कल ना हो
Correct.
वैसे, right?
Only wisdom is in knowing that you know nothing. That's Socrates.
Wow. This is getting very philosophical now. I mean, yeah. Okay, podcast kind of over, but if someone had to start like a YouTube channel today, what should they do? Like, what are your thoughts on, for example, I get this question a lot. Should I start creating content?
Yeah.
And I have like two paths for them. You can either start documenting everything that's happening with your life and start a content. That's one approach. Another approach that I give you, be someone first, then start making content. Because it takes longer, but it compounds faster for me.
Correct.
So both approaches work. I wanted to know your thoughts on that. Like, what would you do?
I think become something first, then make content. Because the other way around, success rate is very low. Very, very low. You need to find your unfair advantage. It could be anything. Like it could literally be anything, but you need to find what your unfair advantage is. For Ali Abdal, it was that he was a doctor already.
Yeah.
Iman Ghazi did the other way around. He was making content since starting from day one. Both work.
Yeah.
But it's very different journey. And Iman's journey is very rare. You don't see a lot of people like Iman Ghazi who were making content from starting, documented everything and also got like success.
Yeah.
Because people have been making content on YouTube for like years. I see channels making videos for 7-8 years. They have 1,000, 2,000 subscribers. So you have to first know what to say that people will listen. You should show them something that, they understand, oh, you're worth listening for. Which will only happen if you have some real world experience, if you have done something in life.
Before I was struggling big on YouTube, like to grow, right? Biggest mindset shift that shifted my growth was that nobody cares about you.
Yeah.
Like, why would someone care about what I have to say? So now my mindset was, okay, now to create content that people care about and it actually helps them.
Correct,
Not about what I want to say, right?
What are you giving them in return? What will they get after watching your video?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So my angle changed from being a mercenary to a missionary.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I mean,
it's very humbling. Whenever you think you know something.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I've seen so many ups and down cycles in YouTube. I'm like, every time I'm on the top, I'm like, I know it, bhai.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be here forever. So let's be prepared for that. So this is what we did. Like our content was educational in between, and we were like growing very fast, right? And I knew because I've seen, so a lot of creators these days haven't seen the downfall, right?
Yeah.
People have seen only the top, because even the investors, like post-COVID investors, it was only, highs.
Yes.
No one has seen the
first
crash.
2-3 years. Yeah, correct.
Right. So everyone become an expert, ye stock tip, ye badega, right? No one has seen the downfall. So I've seen downfall so many times. So what I did it this time was, okay, I know this is the highest time, some month. Like, let's get as much of money as we can make this month, because I need the runway to last for another year if things don't go as per plan.
Correct.
If I don't have the views.
Yeah.
So surprisingly, we had a very good month. We made like 10 lakh from YouTube and indirect from YouTube.
Sponsorships.
Yeah, sponsorships and like a little bit of work here and there. And surprisingly, we just surpassed our goals and targets.
Yeah.
So now I have a runway for probably 2 years for YouTube alone.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a very humbling experience.
YouTube is very humbling.
Very humbling experience.
Every video, you are as good as your last video, and it's not always pleasant.
Hey, my last video sucked. Hopefully my sponsors are not watching this video, but yeah.
Yeah, especially with sponsorships, then that another layer comes in, that you have to, perform, click, get them
so
clicks.
hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard to convince the sponsors, especially big sponsors who are working with agencies. So we are not directly working with sponsors. So they don't give a lot of creative freedom, right? A lot of the time.
Correct, yeah.
So I was working with HP as a sponsor long back. Like, it was through an agency, and I gave them the most cinematic sort of a script along with, I created like a storyboard. I was so excited. HP came to my channel. Like, I was like probably not even like 40,000 subs back then. Yeah. And they just rejected it. They wanted a simple, hi, this is the product, do this. I'm like, bro, this is not gonna perform. They didn't. They're like, just do this, and it did not perform. I knew what won't perform.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of disparity between what the sponsors think would work versus
what actually works.
Right. So yeah, there's a lot of learning in there. But yeah, any last thoughts for anyone who's watching this podcast?
I thought we stopped.
No, we are still learning. Yeah, we're still learning.
I think that Socrates wala quote would be good to end, no? The wisdom one.
Can I repeat that for the audience?
Okay. I forgot. Oh my god. The only wisdom is in knowing that you know nothing, which keeps you very humble and you keep learning more things. I think which is true in life, which is true in freelancing, which is true on YouTube and video editing.
I don't know. I heard something similar, like your eyes should be aiming for the stars, but your legs should be like on the ground, something like that.
100%.
But yeah. Anyways, thank you, Aasil, for this wonderful, insightful podcast. I got to learn so much about freelancing, Fiverr specifically, which I thought never works for anyone.
Yeah.
And YouTube, obviously. So, and how you created this ecosystem where everything falls in place and you have this really good cycle of income flow, right? And I'm hoping that everyone who watched till the end gets a lot of insights out of this. So thank you so much for coming to my channel.
And thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah. Okay. Good night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.